This is Vanessa and welcome to the Lunar Review. Today I'm talking about the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is yin, it's cardinal, it's earth, and it's ruled by the planet Saturn. So a cardinal sign is one that initiates a new season. So in the case of Capricorn, this is the winter season. Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac. And all of the cardinal signs are going to share some traits in common, which are that they can initiate, they can really push things forward, they can lead the charge. They are not afraid to get out there, be first, and to lead, and to just initiate something completely new. And what I think happens in the sign of Capricorn is that this is the first sign out of all of them that can really understand and utilize a great deep well of human emotion and experience. And this is a power source because when you're deeply motivated, deeply passionate about something, when you're very emotional, that is power. That is what you're driven to do. So with this power source, Capricorn is really able to achieve substantial results in the material world. And that is really where they shine. They do amazingly well. They are able to dominate their environment, and they do incredibly well with using resources, using them efficiently and wisely. They also are great at managing people, and they're not afraid to be in charge. They're not afraid to be accountable, and they like being the authority. They like showing how well that they can manipulate the environment. And when they plan, they're very patient so they can think long term. And what they build has to be solid, and they want it to be of value. So anything that they build, they actually want it to be able to last for 1, 2, 3, for many generations. But it's interesting because their materialism, I would say, is very tempered and softened by these yin qualities that they have. Capricorn is a yin sign. So, being such, she's going to exhibit these yin qualities such as being supportive and nurturing, empathetic, reflective, calm. And all of these, fabulous yin traits are going to concentrate at the base of their personality, of who they are, at the foundation. So it's almost like a building. They've got this rock solid foundation, all this good yin energy. And from there, they can build. Because as we know, a building can only be as strong, straight, and tall as only as strong as its base is. So Capricorn comes from actually like a very solid yin base. And what we do see with Capricorn is this very hardworking, ambitious, and dutiful side. We even see a very serious and kind of stern looking person, someone who is very disciplined and not afraid to be a disciplinarian. So what we don't see is the inside. The inside. We don't see, what's underground and hidden and protected. Because Capricorn will usually express themselves in a very emotionally reserved way. They come across as fairly conservative, cool as cucumbers. They are cool and dry. Even their humor is a little bit dry. And they are not going to connect on that sensitive, sentimental level like the sign that is opposite to them. The sign that's opposite to them is Cancer. Cancer is very soft and mushy inside. It's very emotional. It likes to connect and feel things. Capricorn will not do that. They are much more reserved. And they really want to be a beacon of support for others. They're yin, so they want to be they want to support other people. And also, they want to be very effective in the outside world, in the solar world. And you don't do that by becoming too soft and sensitive and overexposing yourself emotionally. That's not how one functions really well in the solar world. You need to show strength and confidence. You need to have people trust you. You need to have the ability to inspire confidence in other people so that they can help you, so that they can help you make your ideas become a reality. And Capricorn is really here to prove that what they know, what they do, it's worthy of being followed. It's worthy of being built. They have researched, they have perfected, they have practiced, and they have really honed their skills for whatever their craft is. The reason that Capricorn is able to demonstrate such great yang qualities in the solar world, such as being very active and dynamic and exerting their will on their environment, is because they are nourished by that solid base of yin. And yin, this is one of the principles of yin and yang theory, is that yin nourishes yang. So yang can only be as strong as the yin that it consumes. So Capricorn, very adept in the material world. These are the guys who are building bridges and universities, ball fields, their cities, civilizations. You can think of the great pyramids of Egypt. They are they're CEOs of big companies. So whatever they're doing, hopefully they're building things that are going to bring value and structure to everyone so that everyone in society can benefit from them. So they're good alphas. They're going to take care of people. They are willing to be accountable, which is really huge, that they are willing to take the responsibility. And it's not just about glory. They actually want to prove that they are worthy of the glory. And it's interesting because I think that if a Capricorn is born a king, that they might not consider themselves a king until they've actually accomplished something. Saturn is the ruling planet for Capricorn, and Saturn is the planet of time, restrictions, matter, responsibility, accountability. So Capricorn is quite willing to take risks, but they're calculated risks. These are risks that are thought through and done only when necessary. And this is because Capricorn really wants everybody to feel safe and comfortable. They're yin. And one way they do this is by providing structures and limits for people to live by. So this means defining rules, keeping order. They want to bring order out of chaos. And they're also in favor of hierarchical structures, because when you have hierarchical structures, you say, you go there, you do this, you're here, you have this function, and everything is very clear and orderly, and everybody knows precisely what's up and what they should be doing. So another thing that Saturn rules over is mastery. And what is mastery? Mastery is just having the patience to keep at something for long enough. So this is where the element of time comes in. So Capricorn, being very, very patient. I guess I have to be patient here myself. Capricorn is very resilient. They are willing to sacrifice, and they're willing to delay gratification in order to reach their goals. Capricorn is an earth sign, and being an earth sign means that it is practical, grounded. They go at a steady pace. The pace is not fast. It's more steady. It's deliberate. It doesn't necessarily have to be slow, but it's a pace where they try and minimize things that are out of their control. So they leave as little to chance as humanly possible. So they find pleasure in being steady and reliable, in planning things. They can watch everyone else going to extremes around them and still somehow manage to stay grounded. And they're probably one of the more predictable signs as well. And they really are quite sensual, because earth signs are connected to the body. So they're very much in the body and engaged with the five senses. So that means that they have to be relatively comfortable physically in order to be at their best. Although I would say that out of all the earth signs, Capricorn is probably the most hardy and is probably able to forego comfort the most readily. I don't know if it's easy, but they'll do it the most readily. And this is when they are really in quest of their goal, when the goal is that important. So being cardinal, earth and yin, I would say that this makes Capricorn the master of the physical realm. They can initiate the projects, they've got the patience, the foresight, the ability to set goals. And this is all because they can tap into that deep reservoir of yin. And this yin also means that they have the quality of being intuitive, because intuition is a yin quality. So Capricorns will just sort of know what the next step is and what to do and how to handle problems. And they are willing to do the work themselves. They are not going to fob off the work on someone else. They are absolutely ready to roll up their sleeves and get in there. They are also ready to go solo if need be, if things aren't quite working out with other people. And because it's ruled by Saturn, Saturn rules older things. And Saturn, because of this connection with Saturn, Capricorn has a deep respect for tradition and for the way that things were done in the past. So they will look to the past to see how things have managed. And because they're cardinal, they will also innovate when necessary. So I would say, all in all, Capricorn is a material builder with a spiritual soul, which we need right now. We need patience. The symbol for Capricorn is the sea goat, and the sea goat is half goat on the upper half, and the bottom half is fish. So the bottom half are fins. The sea goat lives in the oceans, and the first one, this is from Greek mythology. The first sea goat ever created by Kronos, or Saturn, was called Percus. And Percus is immortal. He is the progenitor of all the sea goats that are to come. And he is a brilliant teacher, healer, father. He is able to manipulate time. This is a gift that he received from Kronos. So Percus has children. He has these beautiful children who sing, and he loves, and he teaches them things. They're a source of joy for him. But the children are very curious about land, and they make their way from the depths of the ocean up onto land, and they start visiting land frequently. And Percus starts noticing that their fins start turning into regular goat legs. And he's concerned. He tells them not to go, but they go anyway. And eventually what happens is that they become goats on land. They become completely terrestrial animals. And they not only lose their beautiful voices that they had, but they also lose their intelligence. So this is devastating for Percus, and he manipulates time. He brings them back in time when they're very young and still in the water, and he tries to teach them not to go out. They do anyway, so he has to go back in time again. He forbids them. They go anyway, and this goes on and on until Percus eventually learns, a very poignant, a very heartbreaking lesson, that in life there's a loss of innocence, and just the wheel of time demands experience from us, and that we are all kicked out of the proverbial Garden of Eden, and this is so that we can grow and mature and thrive. So this is a sad moment for him, but he feels more secure knowing the way that things work, and that letting your children go, even if they fall, is part of the deal. And I think this myth contributes to the understanding of the psychological signature of Capricorn, is that Capricorn is, as I've explained, privy and to this very yin source of wisdom and information, and it's a precious gift, and they have to do something valuable with this gift, or else their life is not worth living. That's why they can be very stern and quite disciplined, because they are accountable to the spirit that gave them this gift, and that's why they take their responsibility quite seriously. So I hope that you enjoyed listening, and as always, I will be back again. So take care. See you next time.